All right, so this is not, I'm more of a Joe Rogan type where there's no like big introduction and,
No,
we just start talking.
We just start talking.
All right. So Yo, welcome to my podcast, what you post to say, where we're just gonna, just have conversations about who you are in the social media world and why you post what you post and, and just explore your world from that. All right.
Okay, definitely. Thanks for having me.
Nah, no problem. Well, so just introduce yourself, I guess, as who you are. What do you do?
Okay. My name's Ido Eyo, nickname Yo-Yo in the building, but I'm amending that. I'm changing it. Ido Eyo everything. Ido Eyo in the building. And I'm a filmmaker. I'm a photographer. I'm a fashion designer, and these are the three things that I like to do in the world.
Dope. And we've known each other for a little while too.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
working on set together.
Yeah,
making visions come to life.
Yeah,
Everybody on set, cohesive.
From Florida Film House.
Exactly.
I know you started there very young.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been 15 years.
It's been 15. I was their first intern. Well, me and Lewis was their first intern, and I've been rocking with them 15 years now.
Dope.
Yeah.
And you guys been doing a lot of great things over there, man.
Oh yeah, man. They took me around the world, took me to Europe. I've been to Vegas, LA, Africa with them on a small project. Well, it was a big project. It was an NBA player, but
dope.
Yeah, we did some stuff with them.
Dope. All right, cool. So let's dive into your world. This is So this is your social media. Your handle is.
Yep.
Say how you say it?
Ido Eyo.
Ido Eyo.
Ido Eyo in the building.
Ido Eyo. Cool. All right. So just off the top here, obviously we can see you are creative.
Yeah.
If you see anything interesting that you want to stop on, we can.
Man. I could tell you right there.
Which one? This one here?
On the left. That's me.
Let's see that.
That's just one so that suit was made by my uncle. Shout out my Uncle Steven in Nigeria. And that's a family business. They've been tailoring for over 30 years. My aunt's been doing the necklaces, and that's just like her passion. And so this picture is basically me at a fashion show with one of my producers, Mr. Coleman, and I'm literally taking photos of the models as they're walking on the runway. And as I'm walking down, one of the photographers just decided to snap me. And literally, I didn't see it coming. I was just walking down the runway, and she posted it to me like, yeah, you look like a model. You look like a fashion person. And I was like, the lady right next to me, she was actually one of the biggest promoters of me telling everybody like, oh, my photographer is the best dressed always.
Dope.
I love that.
That's what's up. Let me see what's on this. What else is on here? Some people there.
Yeah, all models in the industry.
Yeah, I remember I went to, what was that show you invited me to?
Oh, man, that was at the Sky Yard. That was Miami Swim Week with Mr. Coleman and Jeffrey Lubin.
Okay.
Yeah, both of those guys, man, I got stories with them now. We basically met each other through another mutual photographer. Shout out Jesus the photographer. And once he linked us up together, they was like, yo, you got to meet Ido's one of the dopest young photographers coming up. He's got a fashion line coming out, and Mr. Coleman is one of the producers in fashion. So he basically put me in position to say, hey, listen, we're doing this, bring your clothing. He had a big event going on in Orlando, right? Afro-Caribbean Week. And when we got there, or when he told me I had to be there, he was like, yo, your clothes need to be there. And when we got there, we were the only ones. We were the only men's line with African.
With the Agbedas?
Yeah, with the Agbeda, with the Niger Deltas, with the Eyo, everything. So everything else was more like, Caribbean, Haitian, or other, little futuristic. Yeah. But the compliments that we kept getting was just that your clothes make men look like men. And I love that.
Dope.
I love the fact that these outfits are just unique to everybody, that they haven't seen it before, because in Nigeria they're wearing them, but over here in the States, nobody know nothing.
Yeah. No, I remember when I first got my first one. I think I got, was it 2 the first time?
Yeah, you grabbed 2.
Man.
What?
Everything you was saying I was going to feel from wearing it, I felt. It was dope.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Let's go down to the next one. Well, let's go here. Let's stop here.
Oh, yeah. So that's shout out Alicia. That's one of these fitness models. Oh, that's my boy Jeremy. And that's just me on set doing headshot photography, helping her out with her portfolio, making her look good.
Mm-hmm.
I do really enjoy capturing people and showing like themselves in a better light, you know? Because it's beautiful. One of the things I love is cinematography. I mean, sunrise photography, sorry.
No, yeah, I remember you had a whole like thing you did, right?
Yeah,
a spread or something like that. You did
a
series.
Yeah, 10 of the models that I just could wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, because not everybody want to get up at 5 a.m. But the 10 that I could find, I woke them up early, got them all set up, had a tent and everything. So once they came, they were like, oh, I thought it was just going to be me in the sand, but you got a tent, you got mirrors, you got everything laid out for me. So as soon as they got comfortable, wait for that sun to rise, and you only have 10, 15 minutes as it's coming over that horizon. So as soon as they get it, I'm snapping away, and I call it like soul sunrise, because I'm seeing the person without the skin and the colors, just the silhouette of them, the outline of them, with the beauty of the sunrise in the background. And I just, those just really, really.
Okay, yeah, we got to get to those photos so we can see some of those. Let's see here. You always got the beautiful ladies.
Yeah, I'm around the beautiful ladies a lot in fashion, photography all the time.
Yeah, you get the dope ones.
Yeah. Well, at Florida Film House, they always say, Ido, man, you just always around them, bro. I'm like, hey, listen, I keep it professional.
Yeah. Like, was this the show?
No,
this wasn't it.
That was another one. That was a different.
Because there's a model in here that was in the other one. The one that's on your thumbnail.
Yeah, Nadine, I believe her name is.
Yeah, I clicked on it, but I didn't know it was going to.
You know, I was going to hop on that first.
The good part's coming.
Yeah.
That's just behind the scenes look with all the models. It's funny, everybody clicks on that one. Everybody loves that one.
Well, it's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I remember her from the first one. You know what I mean? Like, she's got an incredible body. With all due respect.
With all due respect, that's why they're up there. They're up there to showcase what they got and make the garments look even better.
So with these events, you do what here?
Well, basically, I'm part of the planning process and just capturing the moment. I'm making sure that they look good and just capturing the videos, taking photos. It's a teamwork. It's me. I have another guy working with me, JL Visuals. I have Yandel. And we just come in through, and I'll usually snap pictures and set up a video camera and then give them that content later. So ideally, it's for making Coleman look good and then making the models look good to show them, yeah, that's her. That's her. That's the one everybody's waiting for. That's a shot. That's the shot.
I remember when I first started in film, and I was working in movies first, and then eventually I got into music videos. And I swear to you, bro, I was falling in love every week. I didn't think it could get better, and then there was another one that came. On the video, the video girls are that's something else.
That's very true.
It's something else. All right. Let's see here. What else you got? Let's go here.
Oh, shout out to Elo Supercars.
Who's these guys?
Miami. So Elo, Miami Supercar Rentals. He sells exotic cars. Really exotic cars, really old school cars. And then right next to him is that Mouse. That's Dwight Mouse. But he's so cool. He's like one of the brand ambassadors. He actually hopped on board with me doing the whole clothing line when I started. Invested, ran with the idea. He's got his own set of Agbadas and clothing and Niger Deltas. He
got them all from you?
Yeah, he got them all from me.
Dope.
He even got his family a whole pair.
That's
right?
fire.
And it's just it's the only thing about it is that they're kids.
Yeah.
So within 3 months, they done growed up. They done
so
stretched
now it's just
out.
a souvenir or something, like just some memorabilia or something.
Yeah, so on my next run, we definitely he's actually coming to Nigeria, and we're going to get him some more.
Nice. So is that like the vibe you on right now is the Agbadas and the photography? Like that's just where you at with everything?
Yeah, I'm really much, I love sunrise photography and Agbada swag, yeah. I'm on the beach every morning, man. 5 a.m., I'm at the gym. 7 a.m., I'm at the sunrise. It's like that shot right there says it all. I'm there to worship. I'm there to give praise. I'm there to give thanks to God for having me there. and I'm there to make sure my dreams come true. You know, I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Dope.
But it's really is something about being right there on the shoreline, like with the water coming in and the energy coming in. It's always different every day. Like the water's kind of calm right there, but then the water can be real heavy, and it's like, it's kind of like that's what the day's gonna be like.
Yeah.
You know,
You just don't know what it's whatever it brings to you.
Yeah.
In that moment.
It's bringing the energy. It's bringing the vibe.
Now, is this something that has always been like? Is this a tradition in your family? Or is it just something you picked up at some point?
Nah, it's something I picked up. It really is something I picked up. Nobody in my family really wakes up to go to the beach or go to the sunrise. It's just something that I found while taking photography. It was like, okay, I want to capture a picture of the sunrise. And obviously that's a couple of phone photos, but the real nice crispy photos, I don't even really want to post them on Instagram. I just want to print them out and have people like see them as a print, see them as a big.
They come appreciate it for that.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
The phone doesn't do it any justice, but see, those are some of the series right there.
Oh, let's check that out.
Yeah. So
nice.
Those are just a couple, and each and every one of them. I think it took me like 6 months to really get each one of those photos, just because the sun is always different. You never always get that clear sunrise. Sometimes it's blocked by the clouds. So, you know, I took the best of the best that I had, and those are the ones that I printed.
So what came first, your inspiration for this photo series of this thing, or your wanting to go out there and kind of do your thing?
I think what came first was definitely just this yearning to get a picture of the sunrise, the yearning to be out there and just to feel it. And then once I felt it and I knew that energy was real, I wanted to capture it with using my talent, using photography as my talent. And, you know, but I'm the photographer, so I don't want to take pictures of myself all the time. So I have all these beautiful models that I'm always with, and it's just like, hey, would you mind coming out me, showcase your beauty, let's capture this beauty of the sun, let's put them together in this silhouette sunrise series, and let's make something happen, you know? This is what I would like to present to the world, at least sell to the world or give to the world.
Now, do you sell these prints, or is it just for a show?
I do sell them. I have a website, EdoEyo.net, and you'll see all of my photography, and there you can actually buy my photos. Yeah, and then I'm also going to put them on thehouseofayo.com, which you'll see all the clothing line for my family that's doing. You'll see all the clothing line. You'll see the beads and the jewelry, and you'll see a photography section as well. So
dope.
Yeah, I'm really transitioning everything to thehouseofayo.com, and that way.
That's a dope name. Like,
yeah,
it's like it's like that high fashion, you know. That's on that vibe right there.
Yeah, I got to shout out to my team, man. All these names and genres that's coming up with are a product of just sitting down and just going over it all the time. Shout out my boy Louis, Big Lou.
Let's see here. All right, let's go right here. I see like you're.
Oh yeah.
What is this? What was this moment?
Ooh, that was on set with No Second Take Productions. I believe the director was Derek. And it was on a podcast. It was like what would you call it? A course online, how to like speech correctly and how you can write better. The lady that we were filming was immaculate. Like the way she talked and the way she flowed was just great. And that set there, we just set up to film her course, and that was a 4-day production.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, that's the big set right there.
Was this at Florida Film House?
No, that wasn't at Florida Film House. That was actually in Coconut Grove, if I can remember. I can't remember the name of the studio, but it was a really dope place to be at.
Nice.
It's one of the models that came in, really. That's the director right there, actually.
What's his name?
Derek.
Derek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That was all of these days. Oh, Andrew was right there. He was cool. Real cool crew.
Got to get the selfie in there.
Yeah, you know, it's a new era, new era where you got to do it at least sometimes because you're always online. It's funny because people want to see you more than they want to see your work sometimes.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't post photos of me very often, but if I post a photo of me or my daughter, those go. Yeah, those go. Yeah. Even though I could be on set, whoever's on set, and I'm showing those photos. It's like, yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But when it's like
stars on set.
yeah, but when it's like me or my daughter, like I get more. I guess when people don't see it often.
Yeah, man. This page right there really shows all of the photography work that I've been on, all the sets that I'm usually with.
Yeah,
when it comes to Florida Film House, that's a headshot photography with a lawyer. Oh man, she's gonna kill me that I don't remember her name.
You didn't tag her?
Yeah, I didn't tag her. That one was it was good though. I mean, she responded to one of the ads that I had did and came in and did a photo shoot.
Dope.
Word of mouth through friends. Right there is the one with the T.I. and Philly Flyboy.
Right here?
Yeah.
Let's see that.
Yeah, Philly. Shout out to Philly Flyboy, great director out of Milwaukee, and he shoots with T.I. personally. And then whenever he comes to Miami, he hits up Florida Film House. He's like, Ido, I need you. I need that yo-yo in the building swag.
Yeah, you always bring the great vibes to the sets, man.
I think that's like one of the most important things is making sure that everybody is vibing so that they can open up to camera and give you a shot.
Yeah.
If somebody's having a bad day, yeah, they could fake it and put on a smile, but we kind of feel that like in reference to the energy of the sunrise, right? I feel something coming. So even though somebody's smiling, I feel you're not happy. So I make sure that I come in and it's like even the down to the littlest thing, like, oh, you need your phone charged? Let me take that. Let me get that for you.
Yeah.
You relax, stay, because we need you to be comfortable. We need you to be in your vibe. Oh, you need water? You need a food? You need to make something?
Yeah.
Those little things we take care of for you.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, no, and people like that. When they feel comfortable, they feel like they're around peaceful people who is there for them. They tend to, open up more and.
Yeah. And definitely don't talk too much.
When
you're on set, don't talk too much.
Yeah.
Let people vibe.
For sure. Yeah, I got a friend. I won't say his name, but boy, he's gotten fired for talking too much.
Yeah, it's simple.
I mean, like literally, like I forgot what shoot it was. It was a reality show, some Canadians or whatever. And first day on set, we were camera, we was opping, and then I'm looking for him. I don't want to say his name because he will see it. Yeah. And we're looking, and we don't see him. Next thing I see him coming out the trailer where all the producers and the directors are. And he comes out. And then the next day, like we did the shoot that day, it was like a 10-day shoot or something. Mind you, getting paid top dollar. Second day,
such a good set.
We about to start shooting. I don't see him. I'm like, yo, where he's at? And he's like, oh, somebody comes like, yo. He was in there. Remember when we saw him in the trailer? He was in there telling the producers and the directors what they should be doing.
No.
I was like, yo.
No.
How they should be shooting. I was like, yo, he's bugging. And this was in his first time. And mind you, him and I started at the same time. We started like in this business at the same time. So I've known him 20 years. And yeah, bro, he's gotten fired a few times because of that. Telling people, yeah, you should, do that. But the thing is, his intentions are right. Like, he just want to help. Yeah. But he crosses the line a little too much.
Yeah,
so,
people when they're in that mindset, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they don't want to hear all that. Like, nah. And then there's times where they want to hear it, but you got to be able to read the room.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely read the room. That's before.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's more Agba swag.
Yeah, if you see something you want me to stop on too, let me know. What's.
Wow, yeah, Flow Rider Maluma.
Who's this?
That's Maluma.
Maluma.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Maluma's like, I hope I'm saying it right, but he's like the Justin Bieber of Colombia. He's like the pop star, like big. I mean, when we went there, it was shut down. Like, it was shut down for him. Wow. We were Flow Rider's personal camera crew. We were there to make sure that we captured the behind the scenes for Flow Rider music video. And it was so crazy because Flow Rider was like, okay, yeah, Ido, bring out the red. Like, we want to shoot on the red weapon. And these boys are shooting on the Ari Alexa. So they looking at me and they looking at them and they're like, you could be shooting a music video too with that quality you got. And I'm just over here like, rocking around with a $60,000 camera. Like, yeah, in Colombia, like,
wow,
yo, this guy is different.
Yeah. And if you're doing that kind of stuff, but you're shooting with the red, it definitely looks like a whole nother level of like filmmaking. Like People will respect you for that. I remember doing like those EDM concerts. And they wanted everybody rocking with red sometimes and stuff. That was crazy. But the stuff looks great.
It looks great. It looks great.
And say his name again?
That's Flo Rida and Maluma.
Yeah, no, Flo Rida, no, but him.
Maluma, yeah.
So I got a crazy story about Colombia.
Yeah.
So I did a video for this kid. He was 19 at the time, Colombian. Flew to Colombia to go shoot his music video.
Okay, nice.
Filmed it. He lived in this city, this town called Popayan. We went to Cali, then we went to Popayan, right? Come back, put out the video, everything was great. And years later, maybe like 5, 6 years later, because he was 19, I think it was around like 26 or 27. His manager, who I'm cool with, sends me a thing. He went back to Colombia. Since that time, he never went back to Colombia. He went back to Colombia to do a concert because his name was big over there, and especially in his town. He got in his car about to head to the concert. Somebody, I guess they tried to rob him, shot him in the head.
No.
Kid was like 26, 20 years old.
Whoa.
Yo,
Colombia
crazy.
is real,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Nah, that's they told me the same thing.
Yeah, Colombia is,
Yeah, they told me the same thing.
they don't play, and that's Blah right there.
Yeah, that's Blah.
Oh, you guys flew over there? Flo Rida brought you guys over in private?
Private jet. Yeah,
That's dope.
he put us. He was like, "Yo, y'all rocking with us." That was my first time riding the PJ. Shout out to Flo Rida.
Isn't it something?
Yeah, it's completely
PJs are like, when they say, once you go into first class, you never want to go back again. Nah, when you ride the PJ.
You don't want to go back.
You don't wanna go
fly
back to
different. But that was a trip, man. That was a hell of a trip and great. We got some great shots. You see me right there with the red. Like, we never put the camera down. That's one thing that we learned. I learned early. Like, when you shooting, camera don't stay down. That's you at the ready.
Nah. See, you need to teach. See, I be trying to talk to these young boys. They don't understand.
They don't understand.
Like, you got to be ready all the time. Something happened, you go.
Got to be seconds away from hitting that record button.
Flo Rida, I met Flo Rida through Billy Blue.
Oh, yeah?
Billy Blue, I grew up with him since since we were kids. So we was at Flo Rida one time, and then we were just having a conversation or whatever, and Flo Rida told us a story about when he was, I don't remember if me or Billy Blue asked him about, like, how much does he make a show? And at the time, he was like, man, I make like $800,000 for a show, right? It's like, damn. He's like, yeah, you want to hear something crazy? I said, yeah. He's like, some people called him up, said, yo, we got a show for you out in, like, Abu Dhabi or one of them places over there.
Yeah.
So he goes, they pay him out for a rate? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So he hops on the plane, flies over there. Then they put him in a helicopter, and he lands on a yacht. But it was for a birthday party that they wanted to hire him, right?
Yo, Flo get it different.
So he's like, all right, shit. In a night, I go make $800K. So he flies in, lands on the yacht, gets in there. They tell him, oh, yeah, the party's downstairs.
Okay.
So he go in ready to perform. He's got to do like a couple hours, and that's it. He goes down there. There's 4 girls. One of the girls is her birthday. Her dad, balling, pays for Flo Rida to just come perform for 4 girls on a yacht.
Stop it.
Crazy. Paid his full rate, flight, everything, just for his daughter's birthday.
Yo.
If you ever see him again, ask him about that.
I'm asking for sure.
Ask him about
I want to know about the helicopter yacht.
yeah, that was cool. He said that. I was like, damn, for 4. He's like, yeah. He's like, he walked down there, it was 4 girls. He was asking, where's everybody else?
Yeah.
They're like, no, this is it. That's it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, now we're getting more into the photos. It's Daniela.
Is this your, like, headshots?
Yeah, that's
you do?
headshots. That's me. I just started posting headshots. I mean, Instagram is always changing, right? Like, it used to be, okay, photos will get you everywhere and tagging and get you everywhere, and now it's Instagram Reels and all this stuff. So, but as you scroll down the page, you'll see like the progression of my work. Like, I used to just only post the headshots of everything I do, and then I used to do the events, and I mean, it's a lot of content on that page. But headshot photography, I always loved headshot photography because people, just making people feel good, look good, capturing their moment forever. Like me and her, we'll always remember each other for that.
Read your caption. What do you say in there?
If God made something more beautiful than a woman, he kept it to himself. Let's shoot your next project. Contact me for a meeting.
So this was your sales pitch for, or was this just like what do you?
Basically, I'm in love with women. I'm in love with the beauty of women, that beauty that women provide to the world, and I love capturing it. You know, and that's basically what it was behind it. You know, especially starting out as a young photographer. You know, what are you gonna shoot? I'm gonna shoot women, and I pride myself on being very respectful to every woman that I shoot. So I make sure that I'm capturing their beauty, and for me to do that, they have to feel right. They have to feel a certain type of way. And, And I make sure, and I think it shows in the pictures that, you know, they know what they're doing. They're professional, of course. I know what I'm doing. I'm professional. And we make sure that we get something that they're going to use for their portfolio, for their headshots, but also they're gonna recommend me for the next job. I've always kind of thought about it like women, they reach so much more people, and if you keep them happy, they'll word of mouth spread your name out.
In
fast.
any business, if you get the women, you're good.
You're good. So that's like my mindset behind it.
Which is crazy how.
Crazy how it works. They're the ones that put the word out, but the men are the one that got to do the actual work. We got the ones that.
Well, there's a few dope female photographers out there too.
Well, yeah, now.
Yeah. I know a couple of them, man. They're pretty dope. What's this here?
Yeah, that's BTS on a shoot. Yeah, that's Jesus the photographer. He's the one that definitely hooked me up. He's rocking one of the Niger Deltas. That one's called the Elite Guard. Different material than the kaftan. It's a little bit more.
What are they doing there with the hair?
Oh, he's just showing off his dreads, man. He's had his dreads for such a long time. We had to just play with it in the light.
Stay promoting.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I mean, it's to the point now where, you know I'm gonna rock my clothing every day. I got different outfits for different occasions, and then the jewels are always like the tie. I feel like those are the tie on it, because I actually enjoy rocking suits too, but there was something that was just off. I was like, okay, I like rocking a suit, but you know, I don't like rocking a suit. I like the respect that you get rocking a suit because it's real. You go out somewhere, you go to the bank in a white T-shirt, they kind of look at you and just like, okay, in and out. You go in there with a suit. Oh, hello, sir. How you doing? How can I help you? Sit down. It's just the people's reaction to you is different. So, long story short, me rocking the suits was just kind of off, and me going to Nigeria, still rocking the suits, got a lot of respect. But then I saw my uncle pull up, and my uncle pulling up with the fresh Niger Delta, and I was like, oh, this one's hard. And then my other uncle, because I have two, or my cousin, and bro, they both just, because they're tailors, they do it, and they rock their clothes all the time. I was like, yo, I need some of this. Like, yeah, but they wanted what I had on. They were like, oh, I like what you got on. But I was like, no, I want what you got on. And right there, it changed. I was like, okay, forget the suits. I'm rocking my house at Eyo. I'm rocking my family's clothing. I'm rocking the
So culture. That's what they do over there.
Yeah, my family is big. My dad is one of 14 kids.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to my grandma. Grandma, I love you. But yeah, so my dad is in pharmacy. My uncle runs the gas station, the top one. And then down the line, my aunt married an uncle of mine. So he's by marriage, but he's a tailor. So he's been doing it for a long time. And my aunt's been doing beads for a long time. And then my cousin Richard, he's been doing clothes for a long time. And then the friend of the family in Basel, he's in the clothes for a long time. So when I went there and I started chilling with them and hanging out with them, it was just like click. I met you guys for a reason. Everybody else, I can't get to everybody because everybody's all over the place now. But when we do come, when we go to Akwa Ibom State, Epco, my village, they usually come fly over or drive over, to us. And they come and make sure that they see us. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you for such a long time. Let's catch up. Let's, haven't seen you. So.
Yeah. No, I can relate because, like, my grandmother was a seamstress. My mom, my aunts, all of my aunts. She has 5 girls. All of them make clothes. One of them is a fashion designer. Oof. My grandmother literally fed, clothed and sent them all to school from making clothes for everyone in her neighborhood. That's how she made money. So I grew up with sewing machines and material everywhere and all that kind of stuff all the time. So trust me, I know what you mean.
You done pulled up. Okay,
What's
Pharrell.
this about?
The Pharrell shoot. So, all right. The Pharrell shoot was definitely with this company called Select Service. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Alex. And basically, they put me on as one of the camera assistants. Mm-hmm. So I was camera assistants. The photographer's name, I can't remember him, but he was so dope too. So dope as well. Real creative dude. But that was over down in Homestead. And we shot that with Pharrell. And it's funny because that's like my third time meeting Pharrell. That was my third time meeting Pharrell. And it's just like, I'm always around these big people. First time I met him was when I was in LA with Kendrick. And
nice.
I was following Kendrick around. We went to a party. Pharrell showed up. And those people are so aware of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So
he is, for sure.
So aware. When he walked into that building the first time, and I had my camera ready at the ready, he just kind of did like one of these swerves. You know, he just kind of like turned his body away from my lens, made sure I couldn't get a shot. So I kind of knew. I was like, all right, let me ease off a little bit.
Yeah.
As he's walking around the party, okay, I'm on my sniper mode, right? I'm sniping him now. He's still so aware to give me his back no matter what, every way I go. So I'm like, okay, he's not really allowing me to get a shot. All of a sudden, 2 young ladies walk up to me and they want a shot. I snap them up, boom, boom, boom. They're loving it. They're ecstatic. They're hype. Oh, how do I get the picture? You get the picture through the A&R that I was there for, because it was a baby shower. So I was like, all pictures go to her. She'll get them from her. You guys are invited. You guys can get it from her. Stopped. No more. No flirtation. No over the board or anything like that. I promise you, it felt like everybody was watching me. It felt like all eyes were on me to see if I was gonna try to like get these girls' number, give them the picture, something like that get.
It was checking out your professionalism.
Checking my professionalism. As soon I didn't do that, I didn't fall into that trap. Next thing I know, I turn around, Kendrick and Pharrell right there, chest open for me to get the shot. Bam, I get it. They didn't even flinch. I knew they were letting me get the shot. Next thing you know, it opened up for everybody. Chris Bosh was like, okay, you can get a shot. These high-powered A&Rs were like, oh, yeah, you can take my shot. And it was so crazy because when I walked in, before Pharrell walked in, nobody wanted to get a shot.
Yeah.
Once Pharrell and Kendrick let me get the shot of them,
one of the boys,
it was, he's professional. He can do it.
Yeah.
That was one of the great experiences. Those are the type of stuff that I don't post. Because it's like those were certain moments for certain people, and I'm not here for the clout. I'm not here to say, I just took a picture of this person. It's like, no, if they're really my friend, they'll be on there. If I work with them and the company tagged me on that, so I posted it. But man, those are stories. I have so many stories that are just like locked in the vault. I guess when I tell my story, I'll show them.
Trust me, bro. I know. Well, Pharrell. Story about Pharrell. I've worked with Pharrell a couple times too. The first time I worked with him was, I don't know which one came first. Art Basel. Okay. So he was doing this really dope thing with Art Basel. The first year Art Basel opened, he was working with this kid, this young, I won't call him a kid, this guy, Haitian guy actually. Okay. Where that guy was taking water bottles, and him and the guy got a deal with Timberland where they did a line of Timberlands out of water bottles. The guy created some system where he would run the bottles through some process and it would make material.
Interesting.
And then they were making, so it was like these eco-friendly Tim's shoes. Yeah, so he was there with the guy and they were there. They had a whole thing going on there. But a more interesting story I have with him was I used to do these interviews for MTV. You remember those MTV news breaks? Anything that was happening in hip-hop and anything that was in Miami, I was the guy MTV sent to go do it, right? So I've like interviewed almost everybody for MTV, right? So one of them was Pharrell. I don't remember what I had to go interview him about because this moment like forever stuck in my mind, right? He was at Circle House, so I went to go meet with him at Circle House. I get there, he's in one of the cabanas. I don't know if you've ever been to Circle House.
Yeah, I've been to Circle House.
You know the by the pool, the rooms over there by the pool.
Yeah.
So he was in one of those. So I walk in. I'm like, hey, what's up, Pharrell? Da, 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 whatever. And quick chat. You see how he is. He's very not.
He not a lot.
Yeah. So he was just very chill, whatever. And I told him, yeah, remember I told him about the
shoes,
the Art Basel thing.
Okay.
He was like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. So then I set up to do the interview, and we were getting ready to go, and like we might have gotten like a question or two in, and I'm talking to him, and he go, I don't know what he heard or what was going on, and he goes, oh, hold on a second. He goes around the board, and he just starts clicking. He got inspired by something in the conversation, something going on. I don't know if it was something we were talking about or something he heard. He got inspired, so I just sat there, and he goes behind the board, and he starts, and in 10 minutes, he makes this incredible beat.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, Pharrell just made this amazing beat in front of me, bro. This is insane. And then he sits back down.
All right, now we can
And then he just continues to start talking again. In the back of my mind, I'm like, holy shit, did he just do this?
Yes,
Bro,
he did.
I've never heard this beat ever.
Yeah.
Anywhere outside of that room. And that's what made me realize, like, these guys who are geniuses, when they get inspired, they do stuff. And to you, it might be like the best thing in the world, but for them, it was just exercise or something. Like, it wasn't.
It was just practice.
It was just this thing.
It's got to come out.
It's got to come out. And it might have transformed to something, but I've never heard that beat. Like, I've never heard something that he's done. And I'm like, oh, that's that. So it's probably just sitting in some hard drive somewhere.
Facts, okay.
But it was so dope. And I don't know if it was dope because I was sitting there watching them do it.
Of course.
Or
You
the
were a
beat
part of it.
was like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, man, he's something else.
Yeah, when you're a part of that moment, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It feels different.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
This is a dope picture.
Oh yeah, that's actually a click to the vlog.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video.
So what was this?
That's me going to Nigeria. That was about a year ago.
This was that time when you were going and you were telling me you
Yeah,
were.
this is the time I was going, and I
Okay,
had to get you everybody dressed up. I was like, yo, I'm going.
Yeah.
So that was the first one, and that's where I really got to learn more, because the first time I went, I just grabbed outfits from my uncle. This time I went there for the specific purpose of learning more of the fashion, of learning more where to get my fabrics, how to make my designs that I'm thinking about happen. You feel me? Because it's really just the alterations. I want it to be more Americanized, so that my boys will feel comfortable wearing it. And I've got some ideas coming out ever since then, and that's why I'm going back next month. I'm going back to make more happen. I'm probably gonna stay even longer to make it happen, because it's really cool just to have your own swag. It's really what it is, bro. The respect that you get as a black man in America is different when you wear these garments.
Yeah.
Just overall, you go there and it's just like,
It's incredible.
People, it's like you're turning into Superman, from Clark Kent to Superman, just like that, by putting on the outfit. And I guess it's addicting to me.
Yeah.
I'm addicted.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, that reminds me about the time when I brought it back, and then you went to that Dave Chappelle thing, and when you came.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the Dave Chappelle
Yes.
thing.
Yo, Dave Chappelle. Oh.
Yo, Dave looked at me like, what? I walked into the dressing room, and everybody looked at me like, yo, who's this guy? Like, mind you, I've seen Dave so many times. It was just something about that time.
Something about that time.
That he was
something
just
about
like,
them that armor you got on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, when you called me with that story, that was just one of the catalysts that just gave me that extra push that said, okay, yeah, we not stopping.
Yeah.
Like I made up my mind, but to get that feedback from you that it's not me, it's not nothing that I'm doing, but it's just everything with it, you know?
I told you, you see, I got this one.
Yeah.
Remember I bought two of them.
Yeah. What happened?
Dave's security, one of those guys who tore up the guy that ran up on stage with him.
Yeah.
3 times after that, when I would be around him and I saw them, every time he saw me, yo, bro.
Let me get that.
The beat. No, he didn't even ask. He just kept saying, yo, I love this. I love it, man. I love it. He just would always bring it up. And I would even wear it, even if I didn't wear the Agba, I would just rock these.
Yeah.
And then, like, on the third time, I want to say this was in New York. I don't remember where it was. It was in one of the states. We went for one of the shows. And he came to me. It was at an after party at a club or whatever. We were sitting there or whatever. And he just came up to me again. He was like, damn, bro, you was rocking that dope. And I said, you know what, man, here.
Yeah, you blessed him with it.
I blessed him with it.
You blessed him with it.
So Dave's security guy got one.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, man. Hold on, let's see here.
Oh, who's this one? This one is...
Is it a video?
It looks like the behind the scenes shoot that I did with AJ on the Grind. He's that's AJ on the Grind. He's a Dominican artist. He's doing the reggaeton music, and that was his original photo shoot that I did with him. But ever since then, he's gotten a lot more comfortable with the whole swag and everything. So now I kind of style him up. So now when he goes out to shows and he goes out to events to perform, he's rocking the House of Eyo fashion.
Dope.
People are going crazy. People are just all eyes on him. All eyes on him. And I'm just like, yep, I told you.
No, it's fire, bro. It's fire. Here, let's see here. What's this here?
Oh, that's behind the scenes at one of the fashion shows. That was at Elo Supercar Rentals. He's always doing events, and I always show love to him. So we went out to him, and that was during Fashion Week, Swim Fashion Week as well. There's so many events that I'm trying to get into it. I mean, I am into it thanks to Coleman now, but I'm in it now where I'm at the fashion shows and I'm at different events, just supporting, using my talent as a photographer, as a video director, but then also letting them know that, hey, listen, I have my own clothing line. Let's start working together. Let's see how we can bring more in, plug in with these people. I need to start going to New York Fashion Week. So I'm in talks with all these people to do bigger fashion shows and present myself bigger, but I'm taking it at a moderate pace because I want to make sure that everything is buttoned up tight on my side. So that when that fluctuation of orders come in and it's like 1,000 people want some, I got them.
Yeah, your business got to be right. Hold on, let me see if it's, there you go. Oh. See, I'm trying to do these where I don't have to do any posts afterwards, but I'm going to end up having to do a little post. Cut these moments out.
Yeah. Hey, man, these are just editing. You got to edit.
Yeah, the internet around here has been going in and out for some reason.
It's like you too fire. You too hot. Got to slow you down.
Hold on one second. Let me make sure the modem is working.
And this is the commercial breaks. Thank you to our sponsors. I'd like this time to thank all our sponsors.
Chris Bosh for the microphone. This light setup. Black Magic.
Black Magic setup.
What's that Apple box? Kupo. Oh, wait. The Apple box has got names? Kupo Apple boxes.
Kupo branding. Can't do it the same without Kupo.
Shouts out to Kupo.
Yeah, I want to hear that story about Chappelle.
Yeah,
You hear that story about Chappelle?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
The story that
he got about Chappelle when he walked in.
Yeah. He actually, yeah. Ricky, when you come back, we gotta talk about that Chappelle stuff because it was deeper than that, man. He went in there and he got a lot of praise. He went in there a day before, and nobody knew who he was. Well, they knew who he was, but they were just like, okay, cool. But when he rocked that Agbada, Chappelle came in and was like, nigga, I got it.
Shit.
King.
You see, he got the African pendant. Chappelle on that, fool.
Yeah, I need to get it.
He on that, bro. His logo is red, black, and green.
It is?
Yeah. African colors, red, black, and green.
What country is that?
Nigga, it's African. It's like as black as BB. Red, black, and green, fool, around the sea. He's as black and green.
This is black as well.
Chappelle, he's all into that.
Yeah, but he lives in Ohio, in Cincinnati. Filipino.
Filipino, yeah.
Say we back.
She's dope. Shout out to Elaine.
Yeah.
All right, so where were we?
Yeah, scrolling down. Man, I've got so much on that post. I be wondering why people just delete their posts, but I feel like you got to keep it up there for the history.
It's your timeline, man.
Yeah.
It's your timeline. It says something about you. Let's see where we at here.
Man, plenty of shots. Oh, here, click on that one.
Which one is that?
The middle one.
This one?
Yeah, so that's us driving in an Uber, and
Is
it's
this
the rainy season.
This is in Africa?
That's in Nigeria. That's in Lagos, and it's flooded. The street is flooded to the point where the water started coming into the car.
Really?
Yeah, the water just started coming. It was just a funny moment to have. It was just a funny.
Well, luckily everybody's in their sandals or something. So
Yeah,
so whatever.
The water started coming in the car. Everybody. And they just get it. That's how they live every day. That's you get through stuff. There's no complaining.
And then I was about to say they probably just is every day. It's like there's bigger things to worry about. Little stuff like in the U.S. people they done lost their mind.
Oh my God, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna clean it up later. That's how
Right?
That's how their mentality is. We can clean it up, bro.
That's dope. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, those.
Cool stuff. So while I find the next thing, let's go into what's your purpose here when you post what you post? Because I could see like everything is vibrant, everything is colorful. A lot of it is about your art, not necessarily too much about your personal life. What's your purpose with your social media and what you share? What is it that you're trying to tell the world about Yo-Yo?
I think at this point in time, I'm just trying to show people that I'm one of the best guys behind the camera. I'm just trying to show people that with me, you're gonna get. You see how many people I'm shooting. You see how many people I'm working with. You see the type of spots that I'm at, and I'm there for a purpose because I can get one of the dopest shots, or I bring a dope vibe to it. Because anybody can hold the camera, but everybody don't have the same vibe behind the camera. That's one of the things that I've always getting a good compliment. It's just like, oh, I like how you made me feel. Versus other photographers are just like, and I see them just say, oh, thanks. But you didn't give a feeling there. So right there are the moments where, I'm just capturing me in that moment,
Getting the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look what we just ran into.
Yes, sir. On set for the reality TV show. Look at that crew, man. Look at that crew of people.
The show's doing well.
It's doing
They've
good?
been putting it out. She's been sending emails about, like, I forget what the last email was about, but they were in New York. They did a reunion for the show.
Yeah, I saw the I saw the clip.
It was either New York or Philly or something. I think it was in Philly, maybe.
I saw the clips. I was like, oh, I kind of want to see where that's gonna go.
Yeah. They did a reunion. She was cool, man. She was Nina was interesting.
Yeah, Nina was very, very interesting. Nina was very interesting.
But what it is? I had to realize, and speaking to shout out to Vel over there in the corner. He's the one who put us on.
Yeah.
To the project.
So cool, so dope.
He's man, like when I get the right project, I'm bringing him back on as my producer. His vibe, like his
vibe,
whole
his
thing
mindset.
was, it was dope. But she comes from that. I had to realize, that's because I have cousins like that. They're those Philly, New York, Jersey, all those type of women.
Yeah.
Not to generalize, but those type of women, they're a little rough around the edges. You know what I mean? Like they don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you almost feel like you're talking to a dude when you talk to her.
Yeah, definitely. Those women are a little bit more intense to deal with.
Yeah, they go Yo-Yo getting the shot on set.
Yes, sir. Look at that rig, bro. I love being on set with that rig.
Yeah. You was one of the most comfortable with it. You know what I mean? Like because you know what it was? You're more focused on, and that's how I was when I was opping. I was more focused on getting the shot, like you say, making sure that the image was right, getting the shot. I wasn't worried about this thing or that. I was getting the shot. This pain or this thing will last a moment. That shot's gonna last forever.
Exactly.
So if I'm worried about this pain,
I'm not getting the shot.
Gonna get the shot.
I'm not worried about that, man. I'm worried about getting it, and as soon as that's cut, then I can do it.
Yeah.
But as long as he's camera ready, ready.
Go.
Always ready.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah. Now I remember that with you, man. The mother boys, they were struggling. They were struggling. A funny thing about cameras, like conversations like this make me remember stuff. Like I remember I was shooting a reality show with Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
He was like becoming part owner of this hotel or whatever. So we were doing a reality show about him and the owner coming together to start this hotel. And then I was filming. We were shooting with the FDX, one of the big ones. I forget which one it was. It was one of the, I think it was like a Panasonic or Sony or whatever. And then I was there, and me and Rodman, we were cool, great vibe and whatever. And then we were in his house, and I was like getting these shots, and he saw me in it, and then I stood. And even though they said, okay, cut, and I knew we were gonna go again, so I just stood there holding the camera, and I was just standing there waiting. But everybody else dropped their cameras, and then Rodman just looked at me, like he's walking out the door, and he looks at me, and he walks out the door. So I just kept standing there waiting for the next thing, and he comes back in with a towel, and he lifts my camera up, rolls up the towel, puts it on my shoulder, and puts the camera back down. And I looked at him, and I was like,
awareness.
He said, I see you, bro.
Yeah, that awareness is fire.
Because he saw me going, you know what I mean? Like, he saw I never, like, stop. I'll just, you know what I mean?
He recognized that.
Yeah, he recognized that for
hard
sure.
work. I love that about
But he's a
him.
wild boy.
I mean, yeah, we all know Dennis Rodman's wild.
Yo, he. I don't know if he still lives there, but he had a condo in Aventura. In the back, Ace Hood has a spot over there too.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know if he still does, but at that time. And then Rodman, he goes, hey man, let me show you something. Man, takes me into the garage. He has a Hummer down there. The whole Hummer's wrapped in naked women, but not I'm talking about raunchy, legs wide open, vagina everywhere, like just raunchy. He's like, yeah, man, the city won't let me drive this thing.
Yo, the city.
I wonder why. You know what I mean? Like, it was just parked under there. He couldn't bring it out.
Yo, man.
He kept getting stopped.
To meet Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, no, he's a good. But you know what I learned from him is that he's a showman.
Okay.
I can't remember when did he say this to me. He was telling me how, like, at some point he realized people enjoyed that wild side of him. So he just
let it out.
So whenever there's a camera on, and he literally, because I was asking him, like, yo, because when the cameras was off, he would just be sitting there chilling, regular. Soon as go, okay, ready to go. Boom.
Action.
He was just going.
Completely
Women did that, but when the cameras was off, he would just chill. He wasn't like messing with nobody. He was just,
So
you know.
he knew
He know what he's doing.
Aware.
He definitely know what he's doing.
Man, that's how I feel about the only person I could say is like that level of Dennis Rodman would be Kodak.
Kodak?
Yeah. When I was with Kodak and I shot with Kodak, yeah.
I remember you told me about
he act wild, but he know what he doing. He's a very smart individual.
Yeah. This was what was it? Some ad stuff or something?
Yeah, that's at Legacy Fit Gym. It's one of the clients that we work with, and real great system that they have there called P.I.T, Partner Interval Training. And basically, you and your partner always showing up to the gym, keeping yourself accountable, and that in a way kind of helped me with 5 a.m. gym. So I would just be me and my accountability partner, like, yo, come on, you going, I'm going, and because I had that accountability partner, it made it easier to wake up and go to 5 a.m. gym. So now I'm on a consistent streak where it's like, yeah, I'm waking up at 5, and it's not as hard as it was when I first started. But it's not as hard because I know my partner's going to be there. I know that I got a phone call saying, hey, yo, listen, you coming? I'm down the street. Or, yo, you coming to pick me up? And it's like, get that grogginess up off you. Get that lazy person out the bed. Leave him in the bed. Get up and go. Do whatever it takes. But by the time you get into the gym, all right, mindset done switch. Now we're here to
ready to go.
Now we're here to gain.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. It's always good when you have that other person that will pick up, you know, like help push you.
Yep.
When
you're down, because you're not always at the top. You feel me? You're not always full, pepped up type of energy.
Exactly.
Sometimes you're just low, and your friends, if they're the right friends, they'll come in and they'll give you the right amount of push, and that right amount of push leads to something even greater. You know, leads to either a dope shot or a dope meeting or a dope network. Something. I've had it on multiple occasions where it's just like, yo, I'm tired, I'm ready to go, and my friends are like, nah, we can't just let the energy go like this. Like it's, and it's a fine line, you know. Sometimes you got to know when that you're on a high and you got it, and you got to know when to hop off. instead of trying to just ride it. But, you know, it takes practice. That's hard.
Yeah. That's why one of the things that I appreciate about you guys over there at Florida Film House is how you guys all come together to work and push each other and build each other and do all that kind of stuff. Like that's dope. Like Marco and Blah, they've really built something with you guys over there. That's
they, you know, out of the end of the day, they've always respected me. You know, they've always given me the freedom to do what I needed to do. And for me, that was the most important. You feel me? It's not about, what celebrity we're shooting or what this is. Or, respect me as a human being. And sometimes I got to do what I got to do. And I don't need to hear this whole no. Like, just recently, Blah and Florida Film House was like, get us your Agbutter swag. We see you got some working Agbutters. We want those too. And give us a little credit. You know, that's gonna be our new work stuff because we see you want to support what you're doing. So it's like, how many jobs? I've been to plenty of jobs. It's like, nah, what you wearing? No, you look great. You look amazing, but you can't wear that. Please put on a black tee.
That's something,
Because we need you to blend in and be like everybody else. And
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm not that.
No. That's what I like about them is they really, you know, they take. It's not just what they want; it's what the team wants.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And everybody gets a chance. No, I like that. Let's see here.
Man, all these photos, bro. Like,
you got a lot of dope stuff.
Like continuous. Oh man, down Fight Club days. Jeez.
What was this? Okay, so here's one that's not a photo. What's this about?
Mentioned you in a post. Had to show up. Shout out shooting with Jeremy and Yo-Yo in the building. Hands down, best shoot and experience of my life. Miami is where it's at, my future home. This man is the best. Don't believe me, just watch. I'm about to take off. Yeah, she really had a great time on set with us. And, you know, just to put that comment out there, I had to repost it because she was just showing so much love at the time. You know, she came out of time. She came from out of town recently, had lost a bunch of weight, and she was just wanted to feel sexy. She wanted to feel beautiful. She wanted to feel all of that for her thing. And I did that for her. I was able to come out there and show her an image that she loved. Loved it. I mean, people,
And who's she?
Tia Jackson. She's just, she just came for, she's a client. She just saw the ad for the headshot photography that I was promoting. And she said, hey, sign me up. I want to try it. You know, probably heard word of mouth from somebody that I was good because Mocha and everybody else was definitely like, Ido's really good. So
Mocha.
Yeah, Mocha's one of
Mocha Black?
the homegirl in the comments.
Oh, okay. When you said Mocha, I thought you were talking about like Mocha Blue.
No.
You know who Mocha Blue is?
No.
She's this dope female director. She used to be an artist. She's here. She's from New York, but she lives here now. She's been here for a while. If you see her, I'm pretty sure you've heard of her because she knows.
If I see people,
you remember your boy who passed away last year, Jeff?
Yeah,
she was real close to Jeff.
Yeah,
a few times that I've worked with her, he was always with her.
Then I've
she knows. Yeah, she knows like Blah and all them, and Marco and those guys. Which is not to go too deep on the Jeff thing, but man, that was.
That was sad to. Just that he's gone now.
Yeah. I know somebody else who ended up in a situation like that. But like, so from what I know, Jeff ended up passing away in a car.
Yeah.
Right? Just randomly sleeping in his car or something, and he passed away. Something, right?
Yeah, just like that.
So I know my uncle's close friend, this woman, her and her daughter had been estranged for a while. Mm-hmm. She was rough on her daughter growing up. So when her daughter became of age, she went to college, became a nurse, whatever, doing her thing, bought a house, you know. So she hadn't seen her in years. And then the next time she sees her is when, well, not to see her, but she realized, man, I haven't seen my daughter. I think it might have been like almost 10 years or something like that. Mm-hmm. She goes looking for her daughter, looking. She can't find her. Comes across, however she comes across this, she finds out that her daughter became homeless, was sleeping in her car. Something happened in the car where she died in the car. They found her, no identification, no nothing. They didn't know what to do with her, so they cremated her. And she was just a Jane Doe. And that's when the next time her mom finds her is that. I was like, yo, and this is a girl I knew growing up.
It's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it was really sad. Really sad. Let's see. Oh, let's look at your ad right here. Oh, I thought it was an ad.
Got
You
him. Got him. Got
You
him.
have the dope thumbnails.
Got yeah.
Like that there, yeah.
Yeah, blending a little bit of my crazy antics with some of the dope photography.
Mhm. So how are you with your photography? Would you say you're more of an in-camera or post guy?
Yeah, I'm more of an in camera. I'd rather get it right in camera and do crazy effects in camera than post. It's just I'm shooting all the time. You know, I'm shooting or I'm working on something all the time that I've found out that okay, yeah, post is gonna take me 4 to 8 hours. I need that 4 to 8 hours to go do this or that. So let me send the post out work to somebody else so I can get my hours back.
Yeah.
It used to be, I mean, starting out, I used to do editing for all the time. I would be working just nonstop. But then as you get more and more and more, it becomes like, okay, you got to choose. You want to be in the camera, you want to be in the editing side. Which one?
Yeah.
Because knowing it is good, but trying
it's
to
hard
do
to do both sides.
Yeah, it is.
Very hard. But me, I think I found a couple times where I would send my post out to someone else and I was happy with it, but not very often.
Not often.
No,
Yeah.
it's hard. That's why when people find someone, they stick to them because I've had to re-edit stuff so many times.
Yo, I mean, and that's the good thing. At least you know how to re-edit your own stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that part right there helps out just that they can get one leg up and help you with the first cut. Man, so many dope photography. I've been doing beach photography for a while.
No, this is good stuff, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that, what's this?
Oh, that's just a quote.
Quote?
I really respect J. Cole, and I really respect him because Kendrick respects him. When I was out there with Kendrick, he would talk about J. Cole with so much respect. So I know they both had the same mindset. Like when they go into the studio, they just kind of focus on just that. The thing about me working with Kendrick Lamar, I got to give shout out to Parsons because Parsons was Kendrick's personal photographer, and he brought me on as the assistant. And for the first 3 months, it was kind of like, all right, just stay here. I'm gonna go see Kendrick and then come back. Stay here, do this. Oh, Ido, this thing happened. I need you to take care of this for me. So Kendrick and them are hearing about, yo, who's this assistant you got that's handling all this stuff for you while you out with us? Like, who you finally trusting? Because you don't trust everybody. So then after those 3 months of kind of like, okay, this guy's staying around, let's meet him. They meet me, and Parsons was very clear. Don't fuck up his vibe. This is your chance. You about to go in there, you about to film him. Don't mess up the vibe. If you mess up the vibe, you're not coming back. Oh, and behold, I passed. I didn't fuck up the vibe.
I wouldn't doubt you.
Yeah, man, it was so cool. After that day, the next day, Kendrick was like, oh, yeah, we going to the gym. And I was like, yeah, I'm up 5 a.m. because I was already up 5 a.m. meditating. And I think that was one of the things that Kendrick really liked about me or at least respected about me. The first time I met him, it was like, don't pull out your phone, don't do this, do all this stuff from Parsons, right? All the do's and don'ts. And so the only thing I could do was sit, basically. So as I'm sitting, I'm kind of like just looking out the window, seeing his Malibu beachfront view, and it's just like, it's amazing. And he's like, yo, you want to go out there and check it out? Kendrick, he's like, yo, you want to check it out? You can go check it out. So I go out there, I sit down, and I meditate. I'm just like, I can't do nothing else but meditate, so let me just do it. And there comes a time where I'm just feeling, man, energy and vibes is so real, but I just feel like something is trying to get my attention. Something wants me to pull away and just turn around and look. And I'm like, nope, stay in my breathing, stay in my breath, stay in my moment. And I want to say that it was Kendrick. I want to say I felt Kendrick.
Oh, so you never look back?
I never look back.
That's
look
dope.
back. That's
dope.
what meditation is. You stay in that moment, that breathing.
Yeah.
So I never look back, but probably 5-10 minutes later, Parsons came outside and he was just like, hey, yo, what you doing, man? You really meditating out here? And I'm like, yes, I'm really meditating. He's like, I see you. Don't be too weird, but all right. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then from then on, like, I guess Kendrick just had a certain respect for me because he would look at me and just be like, recognize I know you.
You there for a different purpose.
Yeah, I was there for a different purpose. My purpose was only to make Parsons be the greatest. And by byproduct, if I'm around all the greats, I must be great too.
Yeah,
That's
of
how I
course.
figured it.
Greats only want greats around. And it don't matter the position.
It don't matter the position. I don't got to say nothing.
Yeah.
I can be the guy that nobody knows, but as long as I'm around greatness, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of Parsons, like,
Yo, Parsons is a wild boy too. You seen his photography?
yeah. How much of him? How much has he influenced you in what you do?
Ooh, he's the one that kind of made me get up out my shell a little bit more. You know, he was. I brought my Agbada swag to LA for the first time, and he was like, "Yeah, wear it," but I didn't have a lot, you know, so I would only wear it sparingly. He was the one that was like, "Yo, you got to drop Yo-Yo in the building and use your name. Ido Eyo is the best name ever. Just use Ido Eyo. That's it." And he pushed me for that, but then he really, when it comes to camera ready, he was on camera ready mode. He was like, "Ido, keep that camera ready to go. Your batteries, have an extra battery. You never know when it's time to shoot, but shoot." And it was just like that with him every day. He was a crazy, ridiculous, manifesting artist. You know, he lived a really out of the box lifestyle. But I understood that. You know, I understood your craziness, so I'm not afraid of it. I'm not scared of it. I come from Nigeria, like, bro, this is blessings that we're here. So I would be able to help him in the right ways that he needed that made us elevate. You know, it just made us really, like, since we were with Usher, when we were at Kelly, when we were with Kendrick, all three of them, they just all loved our vibe as we were together. And then I'll just say that, you know, COVID kind of just slowed it all down.
Yeah.
Made us kind of go apart, and then Parsons had something that he had to deal with personally. There was an issue with him that he had to deal with. I think it was the women. I think because the way he takes pictures of girls, I mean,
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen him.
I would take a picture, he would take a picture, same model, completely different shot, completely different light, how he would bring a certain sexiness out of them that I didn't have. I was like, how'd you do that? Like, am I doing what you did? And then I started, so once he did that with one of the models that I had brought, I started really focusing on how he lit people, and then it changed. And he loves black and white photography.
Yes, I see that.
Once you mastered that black and white and that light, you're good with everything, is what he told me.
Yeah, and I love his video portraits, or those, it's like they're photos, but they're in motion, and the way has he ever done like music videos or anything like that?
Back in the day, his Parsons' goal is not to be no music video director.
Okay.
He's the Michael Jordan of photography.
I was just gonna say, because if he did, he'd be a beast at it.
He's got the eye, but he's got the eye for photography. When I tell you, he's the Michael Jordan of photos. That's what he is.
Yeah, no, he's fire. He's fire. No, I met up with him a couple times when I was living in LA. He was dope.
Man, you going down. No, now we're going past.
This is you in the lab.
Yeah.
Editing.
Yep.
Is this at Florida Film House?
Yeah, that's at Florida Film House, editing some concert footage that we did with T.I., and that was way back in the day. That was way back in the day. That's some of Blah's earlier footage, because he also do concerts. So we were putting together some stuff for the reel. Look, that's T.I. when he was still skinny T.I. That's T.I. back in the day, boy.
Yo, funny thing. Do I look like T.I. to you?
No.
Okay.
You look like T.I. to me.
So I go to, now mind you, at least 4 times in my life, people have told me I look like T.I. Like, ran up to me like, oh shit, I thought you was T.I., right? And it was always when I was wearing a polo and a hat.
Okay.
For some reason, people thought I was T.I. And there was one time I was at the Billboard Awards. The Latin Billboard Awards. So Shakira was there, a bunch of other people was there, right? And I'm backstage, and I'm standing by the door, literally like it was called the Ascent, the room where all the celebrities go in to get all the little gifts that the different people give them, like glasses. So Wyclef walked in, and like, you're supposed to just sample the glasses, and if you like it, you just put your name, they write your name down, they mail you glasses. Wyclef was about to go perform, he just walked in, he loved the glasses, he said, I'm taking these. He just walked out.
Go on.
And they were like, but, and they just said, forget it.
Too late.
They let him go, right? So I'm standing there watching her, Shakira, everybody. Shakira's beautiful, by the way, in person. Everybody, right? And then Aventura, you know that Spanish group, Aventura walks in?
Yeah.
So Aventura walks in, they're making their rounds, and then while they're standing by something over there, Romeo he's talking to the guy next to one of the guys from the group, and he looks over and looks at me, he goes, so I look back, I'm like, he goes, I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? I'm like, why is he saying what's up to me?
Romeo.
I don't know him. I don't think he knows me, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, and he's standing there talking, and he taps this guy and points at me again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what are these guys looking at? And then Romeo walks over to me and shakes my hands. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? I love your music, man. Nice to meet you. I'm like, what is he saying? He goes, and he calls his boy over here. Yeah, come meet T.I., man. I said, and he was dead. I thought he was joking. He was dead serious. And I said, no, I'm not T.I. He goes, oh, no, you're not T.I.? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, shoot, my bad, man. I thought you were T.I. He literally thought I was T.I., bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
And that happened like on South Beach before.
You and T.I. must be cousins.
So when I worked with T.I. a couple of times, I said, T.I., bro, people keep telling me I look like you, so I got to take a picture with you. So next time they say that, I could be like, yo, look. it ain't the same, you know?
That's crazy. But dope, though. You got that energy, that aura.
Yeah. Must be the slim body with the big head. So what's this?
That was... Oh, you know, that was just going with the role of the memes at the time.
So what made you post this?
You know what? I'm just a big fan of Will Smith and the stuff he does, and I love comedy. So the fact that they did that whole thing with August. Hold on, yeah, play the music. Hold on, this one was Entanglement with August. I was just
decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. An entanglement with August.
Yeah.
This is funny to hear.
It was just funny to hear. The internet was going crazy over it.
She was smart though, like to find entanglement, to use it there. That was very genius of her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just showing love to that whole an entanglement.
Funny thing about Childish Gambino, that album he recorded.
Yeah.
Was it that album or maybe the one before? He recorded it at Chris Bosh's house in L.A. He rented out Chris Bosh's house and filmed it. He did his whole album there. He recorded I think it was like a documentary or something. He did the whole thing there.
Yeah.
What? Maybe it was that one. Yeah, because he shot this whole thing for it.
No, he shot a movie.
Oh.
With,
Yeah.
Topanga from he had a bunch of, you never seen it?
No, I haven't
He had
seen
a
it.
porn star.
Oh no, I didn't.
You did? He rented the house out. It's like a 40-minute movie.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, and he had a bunch of different actors and like famous people.
Famous people,
Like,
yeah.
we-
So that was it, yeah.
Any cameos.
Yeah.
And they leave. That was
Yep. Yep. All right, let's see here. Let's see something else in here. We've seen a lot of the folk. We know you're a dope photographer, but I want to see what else you're into here. Now I'm starting to see. So so the earlier days looked like you was more into
Music video.
other different things, and then now you're more into let's just keep it EDO.
Keep it about Edo.
Yeah,
and
Edo,
what I'm doing. But in the earlier days, it was really just me. I mean, I guess that was practice. You know, I'm
trying to
all over
find
the
yourself.
place. I'm filming myself.
Is this like your work here?
Yeah, that's definitely my work. That's shout out Angie Alcampo, great model, Colombian model. It was so funny because me and Angie met at Fight Club. She didn't speak no English. I ain't speak no Spanish, but just the eye contact alone let me know that I can shoot with you. Like they're like you're looking at me, I'm looking at you. We can work together. Let's talk. Oh, you don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. I don't care. We still got to take some photos together. And that girl right there brought me so many clients.
Wow.
So many clients, and so many big money clients too. Not the small jobs, the mid-level jobs. Because all she would tell people is, Yo-Yo's my photographer. Yo-Yo's my videographer. I like shooting with Yo-Yo. Let's shoot with Yo-Yo. She would push for me all the time. And I got so much extra money working with her. And it was just like,
Yeah.
that was our relationship. We worked together, we photo shoot together, and we just keep it going like that. She's still my friend to this day.
Dope.
She's
dope.
in New York now, and just, yo, you need to come to New York.
No, it's great when you like, you know, work well with clients. They're the ones who really, you don't really have to promote much.
No.
They do it all for you.
Yes.
You know?
Really does. Oh, now we're getting back into the those are really the club days. That's when I was learning everything.
What was your first time going out where, okay, this is all Yo-Yo vision. You're the one who's in charge of capturing the moment. What was your first experience?
My first experience doing that,
Should I scroll down and find it? Is it on here?
Yeah, it may not be on there. I don't know how long ago that was, but I'm thinking about the music videos that I did with what's his name? Deep Side. They're no longer a group or anything like that, but that was the first one where Blah and them was like, okay, you direct and you control and you take over all this thing, and I was like, okay, excited but not knowing what to do and just figuring it out right then and there, because it was low budget, go out and shoot in the daytime, guerrilla style, and the editing saved me. Because I had a vision in my head, I put it together, and I just and they loved it. The guys, they loved it, and I shot probably I want to say 50 videos with them after that.
Oh, wow.
We just kept shooting, and I wish they would have stayed together, but they didn't. They broke up. But it was good practice for me.
Yeah,
it was great. I found my style, and then this one right here, the stuff that we're seeing right now, the video style and the Young Thug, that was all because I got linked up with Cafe Iguana. And when you're in with a club, that's it. Now I'm their video guy, and I just made shots after shot every night. Whatever celebrity came up, 50 came up, Ross came up, I was just their camera guy for Cafe Iguana. So I made sure that I made them look good all the time. And what solidified me with them was the Future one I did. Future came, and I just made a dope little video clip to Future's thing. And mind you, it was packed. Like I couldn't even move anywhere, but I made it work.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
I made it work.
People don't know the struggle that you go through to get it. They just know the product, and when they see it and they like it, they appreciate it.
Oh, you did that and that. Let's come on, keep rocking with me.
That's dope.
Yeah, I did that left and right for a while.
All right, so something I like to do is I'm just gonna roll it. It's like Russian roulette. I'm just roll it, and then you say stop.
Okay.
And then whatever we stop on, we'll talk about that one.
Talk about that one? All right, cool.
All right, ready?
I ain't even gonna look. Just stop. Oh, all right.
Which one?
You did too. That's go to Keem. Go
This
to
one?
Keem. No, left. That's
Yeah.
Keem. That's Baby Keem. Gang activities. Yeah.
Baby Keem. Who's that?
That's Baby Keem. So that's Kendrick's artist. That's
okay.
So in the beginning of this video, I'm the guy sitting in the car rolling up. And Kendrick and Parsons was like, yeah, we need to, Ido, you do it. And I was like, you want me to roll up and smoke on camera? Just don't show my face. I'll do it, but I ain't trying to be on camera smoking weed and all that.
Yeah.
So they was like, all right, do it. And they made up some lines, and I just like, yeah, Blood Keem say he gonna be here. Where he at? And then Keem comes down hanging from a thing, and it's like, yo, what you doing? But at that time, Kendrick and Parsons was just like, yeah, Ido, man, you could be a dope actor, bro. Yeah, you good at this, blood.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that was that. Baby Keem was cool, man.
Yeah, I seeing his face, I remember seeing him in something, but I don't know if I ever heard his music like that.
No, you haven't heard it?
No.
Young nigga.
Or maybe I heard it, I just didn't know it was him. I don't know. All right, let me roll it. Hold on. Who's this?
That's Trina.
Oh, I thought it was Missy.
I haven't met Missy.
You haven't met, man,
haven't
listen,
met
man. Missy, I'm her biggest fan, bro. When I met Missy, I had to tell her.
Really?
And I don't fan out. Listen, I've interviewed Jay-Z, everybody. When I met her, that's when I was like, oh, okay, look,
Yo,
I got to be a fan right now. I got to be a fan right now. Like, and she felt it too. I love Missy. Like, growing up, like, that's all I listened to. All right, ready? Go ahead.
Go again. All right, ready, stop.
Which one? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's go to Zone 911.
Zone 911. Oh, yeah, I remember this movie.
Zone 911 at the early.
Hold on, let's watch this.
South Florida, Florida Film House presents the Urban Film Festival, Labor Day weekend at the Lyric Theater.
Oh, it's for the
it's for the Urban
film
yeah.
festival.
That was like one of the first urban film festivals we did, and you know what's funny is that Zone 911. That's actually one of the reasons why I came back to LA. I mean, come back to Miami, because my options were go to LA, deal with COVID and all this stuff, and Kendrick and Parsons not even there, and I gotta thug it out, or come back and help Paul shoot the movie Zone 911. So it was kind of like almost a no-brainer for me because Paul had put me on the position to be a co-director with him. So
you co-directed that with him?
Yeah, man.
Dope.
And this is part 2 that Paul is working on. So I was really like, it was kind of a big decision for me because I was like, do I stay in LA and try to kick it with Kendrick and them, or do I go my dreams and become a director, on that path to director? And I was just like, man, God, you know how to give me big choices, huh? Because it was a big one, but overall, I went down this route, and I'm happy for it.
How was the experience?
On the movie? Man, great, bro. Just to be in that position of leadership where it's like, okay, it's a lot of responsibility, and you got to take it all on your shoulders, but you got to know how to flow with it. And like, you got to know how to take everybody's energy and use it for the focused goal. And you got to know how to get up and move when it's time to move. You got to know when to slow everybody down when it's time to slow down. You got to know how to focus and plan on all the shots. And then working with the budget and all that stuff, it was great for me. I love that position because it's just like, you know, you're leading the ship and you're leading everybody in the right way, because sometimes people leading the ship and you're wondering why it's chaos on set. You know?
Yeah.
But for me, man, I love being a part of that. I always love being a part of movies.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's my thing. The movie thing is that's my top thing to do. Yeah. So I thought Blah directed this. So it was you and Paul.
Blah directed Zone 911, the first one.
The first one.
And then Paul came and was like, yo, help me co-direct Zone 911 Part 2. And so I came back to help him do it, but because of everything that was going on in COVID, it really like...
you guys did that during COVID?
It was just before COVID times that this was all happening. So it's like I was in and out. I was back flying from LA to Miami to try to help do a little bit of this. And whenever Parsons needed me, I would be there. But then shit was slowing down. This thing's getting serious. And it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to come back to LA then. Let me try to stick here and do this movie. Because, you know, when it first happened, everybody was just like, oh, it's in China.
Yeah.
But then when it hit here, it was like, it was over. We couldn't do no more.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
How is it? Did you guys wrap it up?
Still working on it. I mean, I think it's the fact now that everybody has changed and grown from the original positions that they were in. Like all the footage that we had first got, and then after COVID really just shut it down. Because remember we were still trying to shoot, but then when COVID really shut it down, it was like, okay, we're not doing anything. And then we just lost all momentum for Zone 911 Part 2.
So you guys just shot part of it, and was gonna come back and finish the rest.
Yeah, we shot part of it and was come back and finish the rest. I believe Paul is in like the editing session right now, trying to get it together, piece what he can. But
speaking of editing, he did reach out to me a long time ago about something with Post, and you just reminded me of that. Yeah. He called me I'm talking about, this must have been back in like April or something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, he's still.
But I was getting ready to shoot another movie.
Yeah, so
I was already on that movie. I didn't.
And when you say edit a movie. Oh, so that means I'm gonna be.
No. He was asking me about finding an editor for him.
Oh yeah, that's because he knows he needs an editor. Paul's a great actor. Paul's a dope actor.
Yeah, no, he is. He was in the series I did. A pilot. I shot a pilot for a series some years back, and he's in it. He played one of the lead actors in there for me. He was dope. He was one of the more serious, like...
Always. When he takes his role serious, he goes into it.
All right. So we're going to...
Oh, La Reina, Ivy Queen.
So we're going to start wrapping up. What I want to do is I want to go down and see what your very first post was.
Oh, go ahead.
Now, are you one of those who? Well, I think you just said a minute ago you don't delete posts.
No,
So
I
your
don't.
first post is your actual first post ever on Instagram.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's
something.
see what it was.
Probably
Do you remember what it is?
It's iPhone photo or something.
Yeah,
I don't an iPhone photo, maybe of a cup or something. I don't know.
Oh, here's well, you know what? Before we go to that,
Yes.
not since we're at Kodak Black.
Kodak.
What's some of your? You have any cool stories? Because I can imagine like Kodak Black not being like
Kodak.
there's probably not a dull moment
There's not a dull moment with Kodak.
dealing with Kodak.
What could I say for Kodak? All right, so the first time I met Kodak, I mean, you already know how it is. Artists, the first time you meet you, he's like, "Nah, I don't want you filming me." That type of energy, like, "Nah, I ain't filming you." And then what was interesting is I had to stay around him though. So we just staying around each other and vibing. And then I think one of the times that he really opened up to me is late night, everybody playing a video game. It's 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., maybe even 5. And I'm like, all right, Kodak, you want me to still film or what? Because I'm about to probably go hit the gym. You're like, what, fool? You hit the gym right here. You ain't about that. And I was like, what's up? And me and him start working out right there in right there in the hotel room. All his other boys knocked out sleep, but me and him.
And was he keeping up?
Yeah, he was keeping up. Me and him, we did 50 push-ups each, dips, triceps, everything, anything we could do inside there. He kept up with me, we kept up with each other. And then after that, you know, he kind of opened up a little bit more to me with the camera. He was like, okay, yeah, film me about this, especially when we talked about interviews or going out anywhere. Oh, I remember telling him, like, you know, the books. It was like, yo, at that point in time, it was like, yo, reading books. And he was like, yo, The Art of Seduction. Yeah, you know about that one? 48 Laws of Power, you know about that one? And he's like, oh, really? Hold on. Looks on his phone. Hey, yo, pull over. And we go to a bookstore. We go to a bookstore, and he picks up all the books, all of Robert Greene's books. He picks them all up, and I'm like, he buys all the books. And that's when I realized, I was like, yo, this guy literally is, in a way, a genius because he's speaking his own language.
Yeah.
And he knows it, too.
Yeah.
He knows it. Now, all the other stories I could tell you with Kodak, they're a little bit more...
I'm sure they're wild.
There's a little bit more wild, but the one that I will share is the one that I really respected, too, because in a way, he knew his value. It's a little fucked up, but he knew his value. We pulled up to the event. He looks outside and he sees all the cars. He's like, oh, hell nah. I ain't going out there. He was like, and the manager's like, Kodak, what are you talking about? We got a contract. He's like, nah, they owe me more money. They got to pay me more.
Because he saw the amount of people.
He saw the amount of people, and he was just like, nah, they got to pay me more. And he was like, Kodak, we have a contract. And he was like, nah, it ain't about the money. If it was about the money, I'd do every little thing. It ain't about that. And I'm sitting here watching and listening to this man literally telling everybody that he's not going if they don't pay him. You don't care about the contract. You don't care about nothing. And I'm like, nigga, but isn't it about the money? It's got to be about the money, but it's more about either his respect or his power because he wasn't budging.
Yeah.
And sure enough, those promoters came out with that more money.
Of course.
And Kodak performed. And I just, everywhere we went, if it wasn't his number, he wouldn't move.
He knew his value.
And I respected him for that because I'm like 25 and he's like 18. I'm just seeing this.
Oh, he was 18 doing that.
He was young. I can't remember what age he was at, but he had just did that No Flocka video, right? And his manager and everybody came to Marco and was like, "Yo, Marco, we did No Flocka and it's a hit, but the video's trash. We need a real videographer." He was like, "Hey, I got you. Yo, get that." And you know, I go and I do Skrilla for him. That shit blew up, and it was, and then they used me for a while, but. I think ultimately, me and Kodak were on different paths because he's just more wild and he's smart with it. Whereas me, I could tell what he was doing and I was not, I wasn't influenced by it, but he was going to have to make me, he couldn't have that. You know, he couldn't have this one person that just was like, oh, I'm not worried about anything you guys do. I don't care about anything. Like, I'm just here to do my thing.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, you cool, but I'm on my young nigga shit. And I was like,
you got to join in, or you not.
It's like either you gonna be on this young nigga shit too, or you can't be around. And I was like, I'll pass. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll pass. I never regretted it too, cause that's just not me.
No, and it's a good thing for you too to know that you know your value and you know what path you're on, and if it doesn't align, you go.
Yeah.
Say like I had not the same experience with like Rick Ross, but like a long time ago. Remember Spiff TV, what his name was?
Yeah, I remember that
Before him, it was supposed to be me. But when I would be around them, just the vibe and the way. I mean, I used to. When he first came out with what was his first album called? Port of Miami, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then they did a documentary, and then I would go over there because they were making a movie, and they hired me to come edit the trailer. And I put the trailer together, and they got a deal for it. So they were like, "Oh, we would keep working with this guy." So they were like, but every time I was over there, it's like I'd be sitting there, and people would be putting guns on the table around me.
Yeah.
It was just always pressure, not pressure with me, but there was always tension in the room.
Yeah, always tension.
There was always all this
tension.
stuff, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want." And they would call me, "Oh, Rick, come on, yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, but we gonna pay. Nah."
Sniper get
Yeah.
always tension. But I give it to him because I said when he asked me, yo, what's your price? I told him $1,800. Cash me out.
Just paid it right there.
I was like, Kodak, because I was doing business with. I'm the boss, right? Sniper gang, me, right? Who face on the video, me, right? You holla at me. I was like, I respect that. I respect him for that.
Yeah. No, but he's a smart, like you know, guy. Like if he wasn't intelligent, doing what he does, he wouldn't be lasting as long as he does.
Yes.
He is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Master P. Master P came out making everybody think he was just some street. The man was intelligent. He knew. He just knew what people wanted to see.
Yeah.
And he would just give that to you while he was doing his business. He's doing good business.
Yeah.
He's here. He's around dealing with the people that he's dealing with. Didn't he just do a song with Kendrick?
Yes, he did.
For a guy like Kendrick, to do a song with Kodak, that he's the reason.
You know what? Kendrick asked me about him too.
Really?
When we sat down and he started asking me about what I did, and I told him I did Skrilla with Kodak Black, his ears perked up. He was like, "What, you did Skrilla? You worked with Kodak?" And he just asked real moderate questions about, but not too deep. But he was like, I was like, damn, Kendrick is interested in Kodak too, so he can tell that he's got it. He's got that little something that nobody can see.
Guys like that, they could recognize. They see past all the bullshit. You know what I mean? And the image that he's putting out, but he knows what that's gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's not afraid of it.
That's what it is.
He's not afraid.
He's really not afraid of it. Because my mom and dad would beat my black ass. Boy, I couldn't do it. My mom and dad see me on that boy, like, boy, we did not raise you like that.
And people like that, they change their families. They like, look, I know y'all not with that because he's Haitian. So I already know.
Yeah.
Haitian parents are not really with that kind of stuff. But when I saw a video one time with him and his mom, he was smoking weed, his mom standing right there. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Different. He made them change to understand, look, y'all want to live good? This is what we got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or let me do this.
And everybody.
Y'all be straight.
He really is
you
like the king of their family.
A lot of people are so afraid of their family that they don't live out
what they want to do.
What they want to do that could help the family. You know what I mean? So, all right, so let's go down.
Going down, you're gonna be scrolling for a minute.
A lot here.
Oh, see you scrolling to the dreads.
You used to have dreads?
When Yo had dreads, boy.
I don't remember you with dreads.
That's when Mike Tyson came to the studio. I had dreads.
To Florida Film House?
Yeah, Florida Film House. And the red, crazy. That's me. That's me right there.
Hold on, I see. You got to talk about this one. Why did Mike Tyson come to the studio?
Oh man, shout out. This guy named Alan West. Hell of a producer. Alan West got some stuff. Alan. But Alan brought Mike Tyson to the studio, and it was like, yo, I got to do an interview with Mike, and I think he was promoting this new young fighter, so that's why they came to the studio to do it. It was such a long time ago, but it was just an interview. It wasn't nothing too big, but it was a good interview, a chance for us to meet Mike Tyson, make some money, and Alan West is just a hell of a promoter type guy. He Dionne Warwick, Tyson, even I can't remember who else. Maybe when we scroll down, we'll see some more.
Was he pressure Tyson when he walked in, or was he laid back?
He wasn't
chill Tyson.
He wasn't the laid back chill Tyson that I saw, but he wasn't that pressure dude either. He was definitely in between because he was very quiet and very serious, but he wasn't like the peaceful dude that I've been seeing now. He was just chill Tyson. He was like, okay, I'm not a fighter. I'm not here to do, but he was a good guy though. He wasn't no more crazy. I'm gonna bite your ear off type Tyson. Nah, he was mad chill.
That's dope. Yeah, I like Tyson. All right, let's see here.
Cool. Okay, you getting there.
Let's go down. Man, you got a lot of stuff.
You getting the dreads getting shorter, so you definitely getting to the top. The dreads is getting shorter. Music videos with T-Pain.
So while we go to this, while we find this, we kind of touched on it before, where like your purpose and your reason for all of this, but like, is there at the end, like if you can get to where you want to go right this minute, where is it that you want to go with this? Like, what's your destination that you're seeing, that you're working hard for? What are you doing all this for?
Man, so all of these are stories, right? And there's a really great story that I need to tell, that I need to show to the world. I really do think it has something to do with me going back to Nigeria and telling a little bit of that family story, a little bit of that culture and lineage. I want to bring that story to the people here in America. I really think about my cousins. My cousins in South Carolina. I love them, and they're all younger than me. So I always felt like I was like, one of the leaders of the family. But now as we grow, everybody kind of does their own thing. And like they all are having kids, and I'm the oldest, but I don't have any kids, So they're all starting the families, and the way that they talk is just like, oh yeah, ain't nothing to do in South Carolina. This is what life is. And I'm like, no, that's not what life is. There's another life out there, yeah. There's another life, and I want to show it to y'all, especially the African American community, I really want to show them that the life is different, but they can't just hear me talk. They gotta see it. In the way that I walk and the way I present myself. Because I remember going over there and trying to tell them stuff. Like, oh, yeah, look at all these books I'm reading. They ain't trying to hear none of that. They ain't trying to hear none of that.
Are they tapped into their roots like you are?
No, not at all. Not at all. So I feel like, yeah, I am blessed because I have the American side from my mother, right? My mother's from South Carolina. That lineage is there. And then I have my father directly from Nigeria. Like, I've walked on the soil that my family has walked on. That was a very inspirational moment for me. And now that I connect those two, that okay, I know my history. I need to bring that to I need to bring that to the people here in America. I need to show them what our culture is, because to them it's like lost culture. It's just like, yo, we got a bonnets culture, we got this and that, but a lot of the stuff that we're doing derives from the same stuff that we do in Nigeria. So I need you guys to see it more. I need you guys to feel it more, and I have to somehow bring it to them. And I feel like I'm gonna do it through a movie. I feel like I'm gonna do it through short films. I feel like when I go back to Nigeria, I'm gonna create more content, because I'm always over there for 3 weeks at a time. This time I'm going to go for 3 months.
And then knock something out over there.
I'm gonna knock something out. I'm gonna bring something back so that people can be like a different vibe.
So your goal is to get the culture from Nigeria and bring it here.
Yeah.
What about your side here, bringing it over there?
My side here, bringing it over there, of course.
You do that
I can't.
too?
I when I go to Nigeria, I'm an instant American. I don't. It's like it's the same thing all over again. When I grew up here, I never fit in just because my name was Ido Eyo. So it was like, oh, you an African. You an African. You a real African.
Yeah.
I go over there, it's like I'm a Yankee, but I'm more appreciated because everybody's like, you are Nigerian. It's good that you come home and learn your land. It's great that you're out here trying to know your real spot. This is where you belong. So now when I go over there, I know I'm welcomed. I get that knowledge. give them a little swag too that I've learned from America, help them get themselves better, and then bring it back over here as well.
Dope. That's good, man. I look forward to seeing your what you create with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Me being Haitian, that's part of my goal too, is to bring that culture and bring some of that. Like the movie I just did, it was partly that. You know what I mean? We went to Haiti in the middle of all the craziness and shot a movie. When people see it, it's not gonna be what everybody's expecting.
See, that's what I want to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like
make a movie like that.
Yeah. And listen, we had the whole city behind us. Like it wasn't like we went in there incognito and tried. No, the whole city was behind us, helping us. Like, bro, it was incredible. Like I never thought that experience was gonna go like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I know what you're trying to do, and I hope you. I don't have to hope. I know you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing something. But we made it.
We
made it to the final picture.
Here's your first picture.
First picture.
Your first post, I should say.
Yeah.
So, more than just telling me who's in this photo, what's about you, but I want to know that moment. What your first post is an important post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is what sets everything off. Like, where were you in this moment? Who is this? Like, what happened before this? What happened after this? What was going on? What was this time like? How long ago? What was this, like 546 weeks ago? If you can remember.
Yeah, I remember Michelle Barrio. And that was young Yo-Yo in the building, learning how to do photography in the club, very much interactive with all the people. And she was just one of the girls that kind of like leached on, like just, oh, I love you. And just, no, yeah, me. And I was like, okay, cool. And we was vibing. We was just super cool vibe, me and her.
You guys dated?
You know what? No, we didn't date. I guess we were just flirting a lot. There was a lot of flirtation, and I had this really strong line that was like, oh no, if we're gonna do photos, I'm not gonna date you because I'm not trying to be the photographer that dates. Yeah. You know, I don't get girls through my camera, and so I think she wanted that. You know, I think she wanted me to really pursue her more, but I made the decision not to. She was just such a beautiful girl and all that type of stuff that I knew that if I did do that, my path might change. You know, I might go into falling in love with you or trying to please you so much that, you know, my other camera, I can't take pictures of other girls, or I can't take pictures of this, or I gotta put this down.
That starts to control.
Yeah, it starts to control my passion for this photography and the beauty that I'm trying to create, you know?
Yeah.
Because at this point in time in my career, I'm just learning how to get the shot. I'm just learning how to get my exposure. I think that might be a little too hot, but you know, I'm just learning how to get how to become the best.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not trying to fall in love, but she was definitely a great person to just have a moment with.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yep, man.
About little over 10 years ago, and you got one like on it. It must have been her.
Definitely wasn't any of the other girls.
Yeah. Okay. So, walk me into. So the reason why I'm doing this is, I have a series that I'm working on. I shot an episode already, and what I'm doing is I'm taking post and I'm creating stories around it.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not that I'm going to do with every person that I talk to, but if it's an interesting enough story, it may end up on the series. I won't tell nobody if it is or not.
Okay.
It's called Timeline. I'll show you the first episode, the first cut. I'm still working on the audio. But what I would like for you to do for me right now is walk me into that day. What happened that led you into this moment? Like, because you never met her before this moment, right?
I never.
Before this day.
No, that was definitely the club day. After that, we started talking more. But I'll be honest, that day, I believe that was Club Well that I met her, and she saw a different side of me. Is why I think she liked me so much. But I think I got drugged that day.
Really?
I think I was drugged that day.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah.
How did you end up going to that club? What?
So basically, I was with Liquid Shield, and Liquid Shield was a production company or a music production company. It had a couple of artists, and my boy Travis was a producer at the time. And then we did nightclub stuff. So nightclub photography was where I came in. So I came in and I would always take pictures of everywhere we were at and just give people dope photos. That night, I remember going up to a group of the promoter guys, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Ido, that's what's up, man. Take a picture, have a drink." Ricky, when I say next thing I know, I'm just taking pictures like a wild boy. I'm over here like every woman is just bomb, and that shirt started coming off. Like I've never taken my shirt off in the club. That shirt started, the buttons came all the way down to showing off the pat, and I'm just like bap, taking shots at every girl, and she was the one that kind of grabbed me the most. So I ended up shooting with her, but I ended up posting her, I should say. But I took shots with a bunch of other girls, and she was the one that like kind of like everybody was like, "Oh, you gonna stay with me? You gonna stay with me?" And I kind of like chose her. So, but the thing was, after, I wasn't the same outgoing, outlandish guy.
It was back to business.
It was back to like business as usual. So that's why I felt like she was a little. I was giving off the wrong vibe that night. That night I gave off vibes like, yo.
Oh, so that change didn't happen at the club. It happened after, like later or something.
Yeah, like because basically because I was so wild and just extra with the photography. Like I'm good at photography. I get the pictures of people and I'm more respectful. But I was amping people up that night. I was being more than what I normally do, and people were loving it. So it kind of like boosted my ego up. So I just kept going with it. But I've never done that ever again. And I was wondering, why was I so reckless that night? And it was only after like a couple of weeks that I was like, you know what? I think someone put something in my drink.
Tell me your drink.
Cause
Do you think it was her or was the guys?
I think it was the guys. I think the guys wanted to see how crazy I could get if I was on whatever. So I think they put something in my drink as a joke or whatever to see me do it. And I mean, it was a great night. Everybody loved the photos that night. I know that.
Dope. So how did you take this? Like you did all that, you was with her. At what point did you take this photo?
I think this was, man, like you said, 10 years ago. I want to say it was more in the beginning because I don't think I wasn't as sweaty. But she looking kind of sweaty. But I know that after the fact, I was taking photos with everybody, right?
So you have photos with more people than just her.
I have way more photos with more people than her.
But you chose her.
But I chose to post her.
How long after this moment did you post this? Or was it like right away?
No, I want to say the next day or whatever, because she was probably the one that I had my eye on the most. So I was like, okay, boom. I posted her, and then we got to talking more, and we got to talking more, You know,
so would you say this was your way in on her? Like you posted, like did you throw it out there to try to get her attention?
Yeah, because after that I wanted.
So you used your first post.
My first post, because I was like, yo, I want to shoot with you. Let's do some more photography, just me and you. And she was like, oh yeah, we can do photo shoot in my room and this and that. And I was like, oh, nah, let's do this type of photography. Like, you know, I was on some other stuff, but I just didn't want to be. I didn't want that to stick to me that I was the guy that took pictures to sleep with women.
No.
That was my.
I respect that because I was like that. Not in the photography. I never did photography, but in the film world.
In the film world, right?
Yeah, I was like that.
So anything that was gonna put me in that position or in that type of light, I definitely avoided. I definitely avoided anything that was gonna be like, okay, yeah, you use your photography to get her, and you know, women, they gonna talk. They gonna tell. So, and you know, so I wanted to make sure that I was being professional. We got money, but that it didn't work. That's when I kind of realized that girls don't want to pay nothing for photography unless you're a big name dude. So So afterwards, I started saying, okay, whatever. I'm gonna start taking free pictures of girls just so I can actually shoot them.
Build up your
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. That's interesting. All right, cool, man. Well, appreciate you coming through and
man.
doing this. I hope it was fun.
Yeah, interesting going down memory lane. Interesting talking about myself.
And you know, this is one of those things. You know, in another however long we can do it again because you'll have more.
Oh yeah, when I come back from Nigeria, I'll have some more stories for you.
You know what I mean?
I'll have some
cool.
more.
Dope, man. All right, appreciate you, brother.
Bless.